Hello, everybody. Welcome to a tropical update. This is what it currently looks like in the water of the tropics right now. Of course, we got the main thing to talk about: Tropical Cyclone 08S, also known as DANILO, right there in the southwest Indian Ocean, which keeps maintaining its intensity here as a tropical storm. We also got the remnants of Tropical Cyclone 09P, which used to be Imogen, that are still ongoing and still have a low chance of reformation here, perhaps, as it stays over open water there. Of course, the main thing to talk about is Tropical Cyclone 08S, also known as DANILO, which currently has 35 knot winds, which is about 40 miles per hour. So that's a low-grade tropical storm on a South-Simpson scale, and it's forecast to kind of wane in intensity here. It's forecast to maybe go slightly up in intensity here, or slightly down in intensity here over the next 2 days here. But regardless, in this latest forecast cone from the JTWC, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, they do forecast a landfall over Mauritius as a 40-knot tropical storm, which is about 45 miles per hour, and perhaps a secondary landfall, really close to having a secondary landfall over Reunion as a weaker 35-knot tropical storm, which is about 40 miles per hour there. Those for guys in Rodrigues, you might get the very outer edges of the tropical storm force wind extent of DANILO here. Kind of hard to say. If this track, of course, drifts more to the south, there's going to be a better chance of you guys seeing those tropical storm force winds from this cyclone here. Not cyclone, but this tropical storm here. So be just, I guess, aware of that. And still, the forecast track here is really uncertain. In terms of intensity-wise, we're getting a better grasp of what the storm's going to do intensity-wise here. Track is still not too certain here, but we're getting better and better look at what it's going to do as we get closer and closer towards the eventual either close approach date or perhaps landfall date of this tropical storm here. So again, this is the latest forecast come from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, and again, they forecast to kind of go up and down in intensity here over the next 2 days, as you can see there on the top right of your screen. Here's what the storm currently looks like on water vapor satellite imagery right now. This is a loop over the past 10 hours. And you can see the storm has done pretty well in maintaining itself here, maintaining its intensity right now under the conditions that it's currently in, being a little bit sheared right now from, I believe, the northeast there. And you'll see that better in a little bit here when I go over the visible imagery here. But this is, again, water vapor imagery in here, and you can see all the dry, stable air ahead of the system here to its west. The storm is likely going to tap into, and what is likely going to at least make it maintain its intensity here and not really strengthen that much in the long term, at least at this point in time. And here's infrared imagery proper, and again, you can also see just how the storm's kind of maintained itself and done a pretty good job at just sustaining convection near the center of circulation there. So that's not water vapor, but this is infrared imagery over the past 10 hours. And then here's the visible imagery over the past 10 hours of the storm's life. You can see Mauritius right there on the bottom left there. And then you also see, of course, the tropical storm DANILO right there. And you can see the storm is slightly sheared. You can perhaps maybe barely make out the center right about where my mouse cursor is in the last 2 frames there. So the storm is still definitely sheared. However, it is still maintaining those convective flares, as you saw, especially in the last update that I did. Still maintaining those convective flares, so it's still not wanting to go down without a fight here. This particular cyclone, this tropical cyclone here. So, I believe that's pretty much about it for this tropical update here. I guess main things to take away from this is those were guys in Rodrigues. You do have a chance of getting tropical storm force winds from this, albeit it's really uncertain. If anything, it might be in the outer edges of that tropical storm force winds radius. But again, we have to see. It's track dependent really here on your chances of getting tropical storm force winds. The farther south the track goes, the better chance you guys have of getting tropical storm force winds. If it keeps its current track right now, you might barely skirt the outer tropical storm force winds radius, or if it goes more north, you guys will have a less likely chance to get those tropical storm force winds that DANILO has to offer here. Those are guys in Mauritius and La Reunion. It's a different story, and it's looking more and more likely at least the storm will make a really close approach to one of the 2 islands here. Like I said, perhaps, like suggested in the JTWC forecast, perhaps make landfall over either Mauritius or La Reunion here as a weak tropical storm. Unfortunately, only a weak tropical storm here. Just a few days back ago, maybe 3-4 days ago, the models were thinking this might peak as maybe a Category 3 or Category 2 cyclone here. But now we're looking at a low-end tropical storm landfall, which is still pretty serious. I know, flooding over there, since there's a lot of mountainous terrain over those two islands. It could probably lead to some dangerous flash flooding in parts of the islands, so be on the lookout for that and be alert about that. Make sure you listen to your local officials for the latest information on this tropical cyclone here. As the situation progresses over the next 2 days. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And if you want to know what websites and sites that I use for this tropical update, they're down in the description below. Click on some of the links down there, and it'll take you to some of the websites that I use for this tropical update here if you're curious and just want to see what's currently going on in the water of the tropics right now, if you're curious. And that's pretty much about it. Again, Rodrigues, Mauritius, La Reunion, especially La Reunion and Mauritius, keep a really close eye on the system here. Don't panic again, per se. Don't panic about it. Just be aware about it. Listen to your local officials if they're telling you to prepare ahead of time for this tropical storm here, and listen to what they say, and take heed for this tropical cyclone here. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this tropical update, and I guess without further ado, hope everybody has a great day or night wherever you guys are. Stay safe, of course, and until then, see you guys in the next video. Peace.